I have the new 2025 Still Austin Straight Rye Bottle and Bond. It may have the same mash bill, but it was processed a little bit differently. Will this make a difference? Well, only one way to find out. Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I'm Doc Martinez, and I will be comparing these. The 2024 and the 2025 Still Austin Straight Rye Bottle and Bond. I have them poured out and sitting on the side breathing, but let's talk a little bit about the differences of these bottles. This is the 2024. Now, it went through the regular water reduction series. However, the 2025, they implemented a new process where they proofed everything down a year in advance. This sat at 105 proof for anywhere from 12 to 15 months, supposedly making it sweeter, softer, and less tannic. Now, both of these are the same mash bill, 100% rye. The 2024 is right at the 4-year mark. The 2025 is a mix of 4 and 5 year old barrels. You still have to have it as 4 years because that's the youngest barrel in here, but it is a mixture of 4 and 5 years. If you want to hear more of this from the master distiller himself, I will leave a link below. All right, let's bring them out over here. And I don't know which is which. I'll just mix them up a little bit more, but let's see. Let's start looking at these. Is there one darker than the other? They're very, very similar. If I'm going to say one is darker than the other, I'm going to say this right one's a little bit darker than this left one. But as you can see, one poured out accidentally got a little bit more poured than the other. So could it be because there's a little bit more in this one that makes it look darker? I just want to say that this one's a slightly bit darker than this one is. All right, let's go in for that nose. Now, their video shows that there's a big difference on the nose, and I want to see, is that true? It smells like a rye, some spiciness. Oh, okay, rye spiciness. It smells like a rye, less spicy. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more of that rye in there. You know what? Let's do this. Let's shake them up a little bit. Shake them up, Betty. Honestly, on the nose, I know they're both bottle and bond, but this one smells like it's 110 proof. This one smells more like it's like that 95 to 98 range. So a lot less on the nose. This one's spicier, rye, hit you in the kind of face, and this one's just more muted. It smells a little bit sweeter too. So if I'm guessing without having tasted, I'm gonna assume by what they said that this would be the 2025. But I could be completely wrong. All right, let's go in for that drink. A little bit spicy, butterscotch. A little bit of minty on that one. Sticks on the tongue well. Good pour. I mean, I enjoy it. It's a good rye. Now, in my series of the Bottle and Bond series, the rye is came out last 2 times in a row. More because I am not a big rye guy, but I'm liking ryes a lot more. And this is just, I mean, this is a good sipper. I can sip on this. All right, let's go for the next one. Wow. Okay. For being the same mash bill, they are very, very different. Very, very different. Not as spicy. There's some sweetness, sweet caramel, butter toffee in that one. Easier on the palate, not as spicy, but holds there. Holds on that tongue. And actually, it's kind of cool. It's starting to wrap around my tongue, so I can feel my tongue getting wrapped around and just tasting it more. Not getting as much of that mintiness as I was getting on this one. See, you go back to this one, a little bit spicier, a little bit more tannic, a little bit more minty, a little bit more burnt caramel. This one, sweeter, soft, more buttery. Now, both are good pours. I'm enjoying both of them. As I said, I'm becoming more of a rye guy and I'm liking them more. But if somebody who doesn't drink ryes and hasn't, I would actually give them this one. And only because it's a little bit easier on the palate, but it still has a lot of flavor that goes through that. So very interesting. Very interesting that we have 2 ryes from the same company, 100% ryes, same mash bill, just processed a little bit differently. It's amazing what a little bit of process can do. So I'm guessing 2024, 2025. I don't know. Let's find out. 2024, 2025. Wow. I do enjoy that. So if you get Still Austin in your area, look at the back. It's easier to see on the back here if it's 2024 or 2025. If you look right in there, in that small print in the back, you can see that this is 2024, and in the front, it does not have an age statement. The 2025 on the back, you can see right in there, it says 2025, and if you see on the front here, all the new bottles right here have that little silver thing that says age 4 years, and they're both 4-year age statements, but this one has 4 and 5 and this one has 4. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying both, but I actually am enjoying the new process. I like what it's doing to the complexity. I like what it's doing to the flavors. I like how it's just taming it down, so it's an easier sipper. I think you guys should try the differences too. So thank you for joining me on another journey down my Texas whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends, cheers.